Hi, this is Katie from JumpNrope, and today we're going to be talking about the box drill. So the first question you might have is, what is the box drill? The box drill is a great way to get our hands towards our hips, so it's for all of our jumpers that like to jump really wide or with their arms really far away from your body. Confining yourself between boxes like this really helps to drive those hands in towards our hips and shoot those elbows back. So that's what these are set up for. You can either use 4 plyo boxes, you can use 2 plyo boxes and the wall, you can even use 2 friends, right? The idea is that this feeling of confinement that's going to really allow you and force you to push those hands in towards your hips. So now I'm going to grab my rope and I'm going to demonstrate what this would look like. Starting in the boxes is actually very difficult. This might even be the hardest part of the box drill. Finding this here, right, grab your rope, think about all of that nice setup that we've talked about in plenty of our other quick tip videos. If you haven't seen them, go ahead and check them out. But what you're going to do is make one big circle and then drive your hands in towards your hips, keeping it nice and tight. What will happen if I try to push my hands away? It might look like this. Whoa, right? The boxes are there to mess me up, to keep everything nice and tight to my body rather than letting me drift out and wide into my normal old habits. So if starting in the boxes is a little bit too difficult for you, take a step back and practice jumping outside of the box. Here we are, my hands are nice and wide, moving my way towards the box, driving those elbows back, hands in towards the hips. So single unders are not the only thing you can practice in the box. In fact, it's actually great to try practicing your double unders. So maybe once again, you start back here, you work your way into the box, you take a couple of nice slow jumps, practice that nice double under, driving those hands in towards your hips rather than letting them go out. So maybe in the boxes, when you're first starting and trying your double unders, don't try to do a bunch of consecutive double unders, but instead, just think about doing them one at a time. So a couple of faults that we see when practicing in the boxes is that because we're not allowed to go wide anymore, we tend to push our hands too far back or down. So make sure that when you're in the boxes, your hands go right to your hips, never past, never below. So when you're setting up your box drill, it's really important not to make the boxes too wide. Right here, I actually set mine up 3 feet apart. If you're a little bit taller than me, a little bit bigger, you have a wider arm span, maybe you'll want to set it up maybe 3.5 to 4 feet, but just make sure that it's not so wide that you do actually feel confined and you're not allowed to push out too far. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you go and try the box drill. It's such a great way to get those hands in and tight to your hips, so give it a good try and let me know what you think about it.